Hello everyone! In this video, we will recommend the top 10 Fall in Love with Friends Mother movies. If you enjoy this compilation of movies, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned until the end of the video and share your favorite film with us in the comments. Number 10. Patricia, Secretos de una Pasión.
A ver, mamá, yo no soy tu paciente, ¿ok?
Ahorita no, Patricia.
Patricia is a married woman who appears to have her life under control. Polite, composed, and committed to fulfilling the role expected of her by those around her. However, behind her calm exterior lies an emotional world filled with unspoken longings and unresolved inner struggles. As Patricia navigates her daily life, a series of unexpected encounters begins to awaken feelings she has long tried to suppress. These relationships challenge her sense of loyalty and force her to question whether living according to social expectations is worth the emotional cost. Torn between duty and desire, Patricia finds herself caught in a web of secrecy where every decision carries consequences. Number 9. Giants Being Lonely.
I don't care what pretty girls out there. This team is gonna read them.
You onto something? Just look.
Follows two teenage boys navigating friendship, attraction, and emotional distance during a summer in suburban America. As they spend time together, small moments, shared silences, casual conversations, and unspoken feelings gradually reveal their inner struggles with identity and vulnerability. The film focuses on the uncertainty of growing up, where emotions feel overwhelming and communication often falls short. Rather than relying on dramatic events, the story unfolds through subtle interactions that highlight loneliness, longing, and the desire to be understood. Giants Being Lonely portrays adolescence as a fragile period shaped by fleeting connections and the courage it takes to confront one's feelings. Number 8. No Future.
I'm thinking that he knew exactly what he was doing. What do you think?
How could I possibly know what he was thinking?
Centers on a troubled young man struggling to find direction in the aftermath of profound personal loss. Living in a bleak urban environment, he drifts through days marked by anger, emotional numbness, and reckless behavior. With little sense of stability or purpose, he becomes immersed in an underground punk music scene that reflects his inner chaos, loud, aggressive, and resistant to authority. Haunted by grief and unresolved trauma, he repeatedly pushes away those who try to help him, choosing isolation and self-destruction instead. However, his life begins to shift when he forms an unexpected bond with a friend mother who carries her own emotional scars. Number 7. Milk. Iwa takes her daughter Julka to their lakeside retreat to prepare for Julka's 18th birthday party. Tells the story of a mother and her daughter who both fall in love with the same young man. Without her mother's knowledge, Julka brings her friend Adrian with her. The mother openly disapproves of his presence and wants to get rid of him. However, the more she tries to get rid of him, the clearer it becomes that the most difficult battle she will have to fight is the battle with herself. Through visceral imagery and powerful performances, Milk explores themes of obsession, dependency, and the painful process of letting go. Number 6. Ambivalence.
У тебя нет подруги симпатичной?
Я не буду Стасу искать подругу. Это Света.
Я зависима от секса.
Two aspiring psychiatrists, the disciplined Stas and the rebellious Kostya. Their friendship is a study of opposites, but the bond is tested when a complicated affair with an older woman, Katerina, sparks a toxic rivalry. As they use their clinical knowledge to manipulate each other's insecurities, the line between doctor and patient vanishes. The film explores the literal meaning of ambivalence, the agonizing coexistence of love and hate. What starts as an intellectual competition quickly spirals into a dangerous mental breakdown as suppressed envy and obsession take over. It is a haunting, monetization-safe character study about the volatile shadow self that exists within everyone, even those trained to heal the mind. Number 5. Adore.
No, you smoked?
Now I feel really sinful.
Nothing wrong with that.
The story follows Lil, Naomi Watts, and Roz, Robin Wright, live on the idyllic east coast of Australia. The two have known each other since childhood and now live next door to each other in 2 houses on the beach. The friends stick together through thick and thin, burying Lil's husband and watching their sons, Ian, Xavier Samuel, and Tom, James Freshville, grow up together. The 2 teenagers also become close friends over the years and see each other daily while surfing. When Roz's husband decides to move to Sydney, leaving his wife alone, Lil's son Ian begins to have feelings for her. Roz gives in to the affair. When Tom learns of the liaison, he tries to establish a similar relationship with Ian's mother, Lil. Number 4. The Museum. The story centers on Della Howells, a successful and respected woman who has recently reached the pinnacle of her career as the director of National Museum Wales. Della's life appears perfect. She has a stable marriage, a prestigious position, and a high standing in the community. However, her world is turned upside down when she meets Caleb, a mysterious and charming younger man at a gallery opening. Della's initial fascination with Caleb leads her down a dangerous path. As she becomes entangled in his life, she is drawn away from her structured professional. The series masterfully portrays her transformation from a guardian of culture into someone who risks everything she has built for a thrill she didn't know she was missing. Number 3. A Higher Law.
Florin! De azi înainte nu mai ai nicio treabă.
Încercat doar să te protejezi.
Ekaterin, a respected religion teacher at a local high school and the wife of the town's priest. She is a pillar of her community, living a life defined by tradition, spiritual devotion, and social expectations. However, her stable world begins to fracture when Iuliu, a rebellious student, enters her life. Iuliu becomes fascinated with Ekaterin, challenging her beliefs and drawing her into a complex emotional web. As the student pushes the boundaries of their relationship, Ekaterin finds herself caught in a spiral of secrecy. Her attempts to maintain control lead to a series of increasingly difficult choices that threaten her marriage, her career, and her standing in the deeply religious community. Number 2. In the House.
Là, il te manipule. Tu veux lui apprendre la littérature, mais c'est lui qui te donne une leçon.
The story follows Jermaine, a disillusioned high school literature teacher who has lost his passion for teaching due to his students' lack of imagination. His outlook changes when he discovers the writing of a quiet, observant student named Claude. Claude writes a series of essays about his intrusion into the home of a fellow classmate, Rafa, documenting the mundane lives of Rafa's middle-class family with sharp, cynical precision. Intrigued by the boy's talent nature of the narrative, Jermaine encourages Claude to continue the story, offering private lessons to refine his technique. However, the teacher soon realizes that Claude isn't just observing the family, he is actively manipulating them to create a more interesting plot. Number 1. Y la lluvia también.
No siempre. Cuando me lo piden o cuando estoy aburrido como ahora.
Set against a subdued urban backdrop, the film follows characters whose routines are quietly shaped by personal uncertainty and unresolved feelings. Rain becomes a recurring presence, mirroring the characters' internal states and the slow accumulation of emotional weight. As the narrative unfolds, subtle interactions and restrained dialogue reveal conflicts that are rarely expressed directly. The characters navigate relationships marked by hesitation, longing, and ambiguity, where communication often feels incomplete. Rather than focusing on dramatic events, the film emphasizes atmosphere and observation, allowing small gestures and silences to carry meaning.